Hi, I wanted to talk for a few minutes about what I call my gateway drug to manga. This is the Batmanga series that was done in the 60s by Jiro Kuwata. And this is what got me into manga originally. So I'm going to start off with the original book. Chip Kidd did a book called Batmanga, and it was about the Batmania that swept Japan with the arrival of the Adam West series in the 60s. And here you have, ads. Here you have scans from the original manga, toys that were available. There's an interview with the mangaka Jiro Kuwata. Chip Kidd adds some interesting introductions, some interesting comments. And it's really a cool book. Apparently, this was something that Chip Kidd unearthed. And apparently even DC Comics had forgotten that this had ever been done. So it's a really interesting look at a piece of 1960s Batman pop culture. Batarangs here. And in the manga just itself, you'll see you see some of the maybe B-level villains. And there's some new villains, especially Lord Deathman, who actually Grant Morrison brought back in his run, and it also was added in the Batman 66 ongoing. And you can get this book. There's two versions. There's a regular version, and then there's this limited edition version. And the limited edition version, they don't tell you how limited it is, but the limited edition version has a bookplate signed by Chip Kidd and Jiro Kuwata. And fortunately, Jiro Kuwata passed away last year. And this is a nice piece, for me personally, because it's hard. Usually you don't see much stuff that's signed by mangaka, especially when it's published in English. So this is just, for me personally, in my collection, just a really cool thing that I like, that I enjoy. I think this ran me $50. I've seen it between 50 and 90. At least this was last year. I haven't checked prices recently. But because of this, it stirred interest in this. And these are the 3 volumes of Batmanga. This is the complete set. And this was really my entry into manga. I actually read these and then I found out about this book later. But it actually taught me a bit about manga because first it is right to left, so I get used to reading right to left. And then the first couple pages were colored. And I was like, hey, my son, my younger son, Chris, who he is the manga. He knows quite a bit about manga and anime, a lot more than I do. He was like my guide, like telling me, oh, when you see this, like for instance, when you see, they usually start off in color, and then when you see plain black and white, that's the way it was in the manga. But in some issues, like this is color. And then you'll see where it's not black and white, but it's gray tones. That's where you can tell that it was originally colored, but then they converted it to black and white, maybe to save money. Maybe they didn't have the original color that they could use to reproduce. Because in this case, it's color, and then it's gray tones. Then it's color again. It's still gray tones, and then this is pure black and white. So it's little things like that. And in this series, they have Clayface, and they have some of the lower, class level B villains, but they also have a lot of new villains. Like they have Professor Gorilla and Lord Deathman, who I mentioned, who to me is one of my favorite Batman villains. And there's a lot of, and so it's superheroes, but it's also manga. So if you're looking to get someone who reads superhero comics in the manga, this is like a good gateway drug because it's manga, but it's not shonen manga, but it's Batman, but it's not American Batman. It's not like, it's close enough. It's like the perfect mixture. So get them to read this, and maybe they'll be interested in reading more. These books, you can get them new for $8.50, $9 online. They're pretty good volumes, well made, lots of story here. Each book is about over 300 pages. So you're talking about close to 1,000 pages of Batman manga here. The series I like a lot. It's a lot of fun. And just wanted to share them with you because this came out in 2014. and excuse me, this one came out in 2014, 15, and then 16. And it's really cool that DC actually reproduced these. Anyway, thought you'd enjoy it. Thanks.